the Philippines.
Sa Bibak, Kuya Prince. Bibak.
Ah, Bibak pala ako. Sa Bibak, sa Bibak. Bibak daw. Oo.
Ako doon malapit malapit.
Nanalo sa mga tropa ko.
Doon sa may Skinita, sa may ano, bago marami. Well, ba malapit sa inyo mo? Ano naman?
A pleasant afternoon to all as we bring you the Philippines Football League action that is right on a Tuesday right here from the historic Rizal Memorial Stadium. It is the Philippine Youth National Team and Mendiola FC 1991, and you're catching this on the Philippines Football League's Facebook and YouTube pages. Don't you forget also on Premier Football and Premier Sports. So glad you could join us right here. This is Claro Manzano on call for this one. Two teams again who are at the bottom of the table and have their work cut out. But if you are the Philippine Youth National Team, you do have that takeaway because there was a draw that they managed to pick up. A draw leading to a point to add to the standings thanks to that result versus Maharlika. A goalless draw, in fact. While Mendiola FC 1991 are still struggling to date and sit at the bottom of the standings in the 10-team field as we are about to take a look right here. There you go. It's number 9 versus number 10. Mendiola FC, or here's the interesting catch. Mendiola FC has managed to score goals already in this tournament, but have no win to show. While the youth national team, on the other hand, have yet to score a goal, but they do have a point to show for already because of that result that we mentioned earlier. So you do see how big a win could be for them, especially that we are in the early stages of the season. They'll get to join, you could say, that mid-table already as we take a look who's leading so far. It is Wantagig FC and Dynamic Herb Cebu FC. Identical records, identical goal difference, now that we look at it, but it is goals forwarded that allows Wantagig to stay above this above Cebu FC, the Visayan squad. And there's Manila Digger, of course, continuing to impress. It seems they are embracing that dark horse role, we could say. Well, Stallion Laguna did have a chance to actually retain top spot, but unfortunate for them because of that loss to Kaya FC. Kaya FC in the middle, they do have matches on hand, but who are the players to look out for in this one? There is plenty because these are standouts again in the youth national team setup. But if we could zoom in, it's got to be Nathan Bata, their goalkeeper, their mainstay. He is coming off a high. And if we can also head over to another player, it's got to be Joshua Merino because he was on a roll last game. So the PFL anthem now in tune as we will now await our pre-match proceedings.
Merong ano sa mga tropa ko.
And now, the moment we've all been waiting for. Let us welcome the teams of Philippine Youth National Team and Mendiola FC 1991.
Here we go. It's on to our toss coin, and we will find out, of course, how this match will be starting. But first and foremost, we will acknowledge our match officials. It's Meliton Pilayo, who will be our man with the whistle, our lead referee, and he is assisted by Ismael Pasion and Kim Zorin Abuel. Ang fourth official natin ay si Timothy De Castro, si Ravelo Saluria ay ang referee assessor, and Miss Karin Ann Kaliway ay ang ating match commissioner as you're catching this game. Or this game is currently being played at the Rizal Memorial Stadium in Manila. So glad you could join us again for this one to keep you company through the work week. It may only be a Tuesday, of course, but there's the Philippines Football League matchups are in the action to bring to all of you. As we'll eventually head over to our starting lineups in a moment, of course, with the two teams. Also some changes here and there, but no surprises, of course, because these are players who have been regularly utilized in this season. In fact, as Mendiola FC, it's playing its fifth game of the season, as we see right here. There you go. Milad Bengadom is leading the charge for them up front. Very interesting because he is in fact their center mid. So let's see if this is actually the formation that they will be using as we will head over to the youth national team on the other hand. So both teams, it seems, are using both using 4-3-3s. But the youth national team possibly utilizing the twin holding midfielders. We will find out, of course, but at the end of the day, it's all to play for right here, and how teams will be getting one over the other. As it was kicked off by the national team, they gave it straight to Nathan Bata, who currently has the ball. He is their goalkeeper. That's why he's in orange. So they're trying to get everyone up, and as expected, they are building up from the back. So these youngsters are in gray and black. Mendiola FC 1991, Tonning. It's all blue kit. So it seems as expected, Milad is in fact playing up front. Hamed too, but he is often a central midfielder. It seems they are possibly in that 4-4-2 formation while defending. But it is no surprise here with the way the national team is starting off because of that Spanish influence with Coach Sergi Mascarel. And of course, there's Coach Coco Ferre, who is overseeing things. As they will have to play this one long. It did come off of Cyrus Saut. A member from the national team taking a fall. It's last touch against them. So Mendiola, the brave men as they are called, will get this chance. Well, it's their first taste of possession. It's loose in the midfield now, and they try to thread the needle. The youngsters using their speed up against a player like Antepuesto, Naughty Nunez. Plenty of Tuloy influence in this one also to add to Spanish influence. As he tried to go for this one, could not connect. As there is a look at Manesh Memari, or Minari Mamesh. And with that, it's an early corner kick. But clearly, because this is a youth team, they do lack ceiling. But it seems that they have the intention to still play this one high. Never mind, of course, as Naughty Nunez says. Comes in quickly into the shot. But they eventually played it long with that early cross. Nunez thought for a moment he came from an offside position, but of course we have our linesman. Early on in the game already, we've got Memari Manesh disputing a non-call. As it will continue going the way here of the national team. No surprise.